When I found out we were doing Sound of Music, I was a little unsure because I haven't seen it. I hadn't seen it since I was very little. So I went home and watched it, and for me, I've been acting almost my whole life. So I've always, when I came up to high school, got I was ensemble freshman year. I've always wanted to grow and grow until I've gotten to a bigger role each year. And I think I've been doing that for a while, so I got home and I watched it and I saw Captain, and I really, besides him being a big role in the play, I really enjoyed the character.
I think having 4 shows, if you're in drama all 4 years, you probably want to try to get the most out of it by choosing different roles each time. So that I wanted to kind of get away from being a child and maybe taking the adult role in the play, as well as I felt to connect to Captain. So when I've always loved the Sound of Music, and when I found out we were doing it, I just knew right then that I was going for Captain. Another part that I love about the role is that I share it with one of my closest friends, so that's just a huge plus. Captain's political views are really straightforward. He is a proud Austrian and does not want to give up his freedom to the Germans and the Nazis. He wants to have Austria be a free country. He's for Austria, and you see that a lot when he is in debates with Max and Elsa, where they just, you know, as long as you're friendly to the Nazis, they're not going to hurt you. The Nazis are going to win, so why don't you just be on their side and be on the side that's going to win, so you can save your life, your family, everyone close to you. You won't be in any trouble if you just go with the flow. But that's not Captain. He's proud to be an Austrian and doesn't want to give up.
Me, I pull it from everyday things in my life, whether I'm something that I got really mad at for a while, or something like, if we're an invasion, not much is an invasion, but an invasion of my privacy, of something at home or whatnot. Whenever someone does that to me, I can pull that emotion out and think about that and use that in the play.
That's really the key, is your interpretation of the role. Yes, there's a script that tells you what to say, and it gives you some idea of how to say it, but it doesn't always say exactly why you're saying it, and that's based on your own interpretation. And it's really kind of a trial and error. You can go out on stage one day and have one interpretation, look back and realize that wasn't right, go out the next day, have a different interpretation, and eventually it will click. That's another great reason why I enjoy having this with Ben, because he does the same thing. He has his own interpretation. We work on it together and we make our interpretation. I have a lot of siblings, so I know what it's like to live in a house full of a lot of kids, which, you know, Captain does. He has 7 children, so he lives in a house with a lot of kids. And I am a big brother, so I know how to work with younger children, and he also is just a mature figure in this play, and that's kind of the role I've taken in my family.
For me, I have siblings, but not as much. But I'm used to yelling at them and whatnot, and I'm kind of, as Captain, he changes throughout the play, and I have sort of a small part of me where I've had experience with changing, and ironically with this department it's helped me change, and sort of what Captain bring music back into his home is how I use that, and I brought from being a mature person into a more mature, lovable person with his family.
A great way to go out of this department, with a great role, with a great friend, and a great cast.